On October the 26th, 2022, in a special press briefing, the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, said 2.73 trillion naira out of 3.23 trillion naira in circulation was outside the vaults of commercial banks. As part of measures to take control of currency in circulation, Mr. Emefiele, in that conference, announced the redesign of the country's currency.
The management of the CBN has sought and obtained the approval of President Muhammadu Buhari to redesign, produce, release, and circulate new series of banknotes at 200 naira, 500 naira, and 1,000 naira levels.
And on November the 23rd, 2022, President Muhammadu Buhari officially unveiled the new Naira notes. But the acute scarcity of the new Naira notes made the January 31st deadline appear unrealistic.
Last week, I cannot get 20 Naira to buy pure water.
To even get 500 Naira to eat, if you go and meet POS people, there's no money in POS people's hand.
With the approval of President Buhari, the CBN extended the legal tender status of the old notes to February the 10th. And the finance minister appealed to Nigerians to be patient.
Mr. President is not happy that citizens are really suffering, but we're convinced that it is something that needs to be done at this time.
However, on February the 3rd, 3 state governments, Kaduna, Kogi and Zamfara, citing hardships caused by the continued scarcity of the Naira notes, sought the intervention of the Supreme Court, demanding a reversal of the policy. 5 days later, the court issued an interim order suspending the implementation of the deadline set by the federal government, but the CBN was unmoved by the court's order.
I want to say, unfortunately again, this time we will not be looking at extension of deadlines. So I am not going to make any promise to anyone that there will be any further extension of this deadline.
The biting cash crunch worsened. Nigerians got angry, and the banks took the hit. In a televised speech on February the 16th,
the old 200 Naira banknote.
President Buhari restored the validity of the old 200 Naira notes and insisted that the 500 and 1,000 Naira notes had ceased to be a legal tender.
The old 200 Naira banknotes be released back into circulation, and that it should also be allowed to circulate as legal tender with the new 200 Naira, 500 Naira, and 1,000 Naira banknotes for 60 days from February 10th, 2023 to April 10th, 2023.
The number of plaintiffs rose as more states joined in the suit, and many had thought the Supreme Court would act on the disregard of the February 8th order by the president during the case hearing on February the 22nd. Rather, the court adjourned its final judgment on the matter till March the 3rd. On March the 3rd, the Apex Court nullified the federal government's Naira redesign policy.
The Supreme Court has spoken that both the old notes and the new notes will be in circulation till 31st of December 2023. That is the position. Anything to the contrary will amount to contempt of court.
It remains to be seen if the president and the central bank will comply with the Supreme Court's judgment. Will Ibang, Channels Television News.